Assalamu alaikum and welcome to today's agenda, where we have an exclusive for you. I have in the studio Talal Malik and Kaiser Jasrai, both from Alpha1Estates, and they are both selling freehold and property from Mecca and Medina in what has to be one of the most controversial property deals in the Muslim world. I'm sure that some of you will be quite excited by the prospect, and we will be showing you exclusive images on the agenda. Halal.
I think with what they've done in Mecca in particular is that they've tried to create a product, a sort of a property lease for so that a person can come there for the next 24 years and stay 1 week. And they found that accommodation in Mecca is very expensive, so they've created this product for that. At the same time, Muslims can now purchase, the apartment for a lease for the 24 years and stay there. I think in Mecca you have, when we say, properties tend to be advertised as being very exclusive. I think in the most true sense of the word, Mecca and Medina are exclusive because they're holy sanctuaries by which only Muslims can enter there. So even the property in that area can only be bought by Muslims. For instance, if someone was to offer me £1 billion for a lease, I just wouldn't be able to sell it to them because these are noble sanctuaries just for Muslims.
They would have to be Muslim.
They would have to be Muslim. The publicly Muslim proclamation would have to be made, and secondly, they have to be able to get an Umrah visa or a Hajj visa, and the government of Saudi Arabia just would not give those to non-Muslims.
So what sort of people are going to be buying these properties, Kaiser?
Well, we're hoping that it will be a range of age groups, from professionals to all types of Muslims across the community will be interested. I think. I mean, obviously, there's the opportunity to go and retire there in Medina. There's the opportunity to go and do Umrah there. For whatever reason you want to visit the holy sites. Hopefully, we're hoping that it will be a cross section of the Muslim community that will be interested. How
much would a retirement home cost?
Talal?
I think for instance, in Medina, where we are selling, we're the first company in the world to sell freehold property in Medina. Prices for two bedrooms, which the complete lease would be about £350,000, which is just 5 meters away from the Haram on the eastern side in Medina. In Mecca itself, a lease, if you wanted to stay there for a quarter of a century, 25 years, prices for that also start at £350,000. So they are very expensive in terms of if you want to retire there permanently. But if you would like to visit just one week every year for the next 24 years, it's about £3,000. And I know at the moment a lot of people are preparing for the sacred Hajj, and you can spend that much in just one Hajj. So
I'd be really interested to know what the viewers think, because obviously there is a great deal of excitement at the moment. People are preparing, thousands are preparing to go on Hajj, and some of them I think will be very interested in what you're going to be offering today. Now there's been a lot of controversy over the property developments in Medina and in Mecca, in particular in Mecca, where the foundations of what is believed to be the home of the Prophet, peace be upon him, have been carefully capped and buried beneath the foundations of a library for more than 50 years. And the big controversy is that this building is about to be pulled down, redeveloped, and along with it the foundations of what many people did believe was the home of the Prophet, peace be upon him. So does this development involve that site as well?
Well, this is based on the central site in Mecca, so it's directly in the centre, and there was a site there which was a Turkish fort which had to be demolished for these buildings to be built. However, at Alpha1Estates ourselves, our primary concern is for the convenience of any of our clients. Secondly, it's for the protection of the holy sites. I think in Medina there are about 1,500 sites which need to be protected, and in Mecca it's similar. So we are aware of private developers, because this project is from the government. There are private developers who are thinking of buying land which does have some of these tourist sites and starting to develop them. And we think this is highly unscrupulous. And the Minister for Tourism in Saudi Arabia, Prince Sultan, he just said that recently part of the Hijaz Railway was demolished to allow for a development to take place, and he said this was an unacceptable mistake. And I think this is true. I think the heritage of these holy sites needs to be protected immensely, and we call on basically the Ummah to help to do that. In particular, with regards to the library where the Prophet ﷺ was born, we do hope that in essence, in the future, that is a tourist site. It is a place that has to be preserved. So we hope that the authorities will do something